Hey, hey, checkmate. Share it out for me, guys, will you? Please, and thank you. We're kind of early, aren't we? But anyway, we'll carry on where Blue left off. Blue, I'm here for you. Did you ever in your day, ever? Hey, hey, hey. Right. You listening, are you? Funny. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you can tap and get me up a little bit, I guess. I'm not really interested in the taps or anything else, I'll be honest with you. I'm only here to say what I've got to say, and that's it. Hey, Shan, my girl. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you. But yeah, we're just here to pick up where Blue left off. Honestly, this woman, this woman, oh dear, trying to bully and intimidate people. I don't think so, Blue. Blue, I don't think so. Definitely not. Definitely not. I love the way it says middle finger emoji, not the emoji. Oh, funny. Hey, one love. One love. That's what we need, some music. But nah, I'll wait till we get a few people in, and then I'll carry on with where Blue left off, And Shaz, you and all. Shaz, sitting last night, wondering what was it? Poor Shaz, yeah, she couldn't understand. She kept asking Blue. She couldn't understand the difference between a public post and somebody trusting somebody with a private post. She couldn't understand that. She couldn't understand. She says, well, I've shared X, Y, and Z. Yeah, they're public. Yeah, they were public. The world could have shared them. Morally wrong, maybe, but unfortunately, it's one of them. Whereas Jessica Dawkins shared a picture with numerous people in a chat of a picture I shared with her privately. That picture is nowhere on any public page from me. Definitely not from me. But Jessie and her friends post at my daughter. But then you've got Blue sitting trying to defend it. Made me laugh, actually. I'm like, do you know what I mean? Even my ADHD brain ain't working that well now. And you know what I mean? Like, how can you sit last night and try and bully people, tell people what to do or do you know what I mean? Are you okay? You don't tell me what I think or what I do or anything else around that, like in any shape or form. And especially when it comes to my child. How dare you? Hey, Donna, how dare you? How dare you believe? You freaking clumpy. As my good old twin, you reminded me, my twin last night, as she used to call you Huffa Puffa. Do you know what I mean? You big Huffa Puffa balloon. That's what you are. That's what you are. And even last night, what you said, yeah, about me and Sarah, my twin, I mean, it was pretty obvious. I mean, I've said that out loud before, obviously, hence why I apologised for accusing her in the wrong, for one. For two, I think you, Blue, have got it a little bit twisted as well, because me and Sarah, okay, she wasn't accused regarding my daughter, because you're getting a little bit confused. There's been that much, you see, you're confused. So regarding my daughter and Sarah Cooey, when the 19th of November, there was an account made of my daughter, yeah? Now, 3 people had that picture. Sarah Cooey, Flawless, and Jessica Dawkins, okay? The first person I spoke to, because I was friends with her, was Sarah. she instantly, and I've said this out loud, so I don't know what Baloo thought she was doing last night, like, because it's old news. So Sarah instantly turned on her screen freaking share, whatever, and I didn't even look, like, I'll be honest with you, I'd never even, so I just took her word for it. I believed her regarding the child, okay? Now, me and Sarah was fine for 2 weeks. After that, she was there with me and helped me trying to figure it out. Me and her was fine. We didn't actually fall out over the child, over that bit. It was the Shelley A. Taylor, whenever that came out, and I accused her of that. Baloo, get your facts right. So that's why me and Sarah ended up falling out completely, was to do with I genuinely believed she was behind giving out my name. And on the back of that, obviously I outed about her fake heart attack. And then on the back of that, she outed to Scotty what Dell and Dan was going to do. So, Blue, that is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's been spoke about. But you're saying, and that's why she didn't want to talk to you. Mia, you said yesterday, or was it the day before on Jess's live? Oh, but do you remember, Shell, the night whenever I said, are you still awake? That's because Kay wanted to speak to you. But then last night, so were you telling the truth in Jess's live the other day, or were you telling the truth last night? Do you know what I mean? Which one? Were you lying then or lying last night? You're a freak. Baloo. You're an absolute freak. So, anyway, I'm going to start with what I'm going to say. One thing you were right about last night is I think it's an absolute disgrace how anybody could go from mad and everything surrounding mad. I think it's actually disgusting how anybody could take the pee out of that. I just don't get it. And I think Mad's a lovely fella, and I'm not okay with the way he's been treated recently. I don't think it's okay. So, because Baloo was talking about that last night, I just thought I would start off with that because that's the one bit she did tell the truth about. So, regarding Blue, yeah? So last night, Baloo was live demanding that I, where is it? Oh, this one. Hold on. Okay, everything I think I did, yeah. Right. Yeah, so last night Blue decided she would come on a live and demand, after playing a clip of Purple Heart's voice, she's saying, this is Blue is saying that Fick's voice and Purple Heart's voice is the same. Yeah? Now, as the mother of the child of the fake account that's being made, I don't see it, I don't hear it. So, and if you were concerned about the said account and you were concerned about the child Blue, you would have spoke to me, the mother, behind the scenes. She wouldn't have come on to an app to, I don't know, gain whatever, or maybe sound more badder and sound more intimidating. Maybe, is that what it is? You want to get your big Blues voice across. Is that what it was? So anyway, if you thought that, fair, yeah. But genuinely, if you had any concerns for the child or anything else, you'd have come and spoke to the mother. You didn't. So that tells me you're full of badness and you're full of spite and you're full of hate, okay? So you think Purple Heart's voice is the same as Victoria's? I don't. I've heard Purple Heart enough over the last whatever. There was another name fired in the last couple of days as well that had not out publicly, but I'm going to say it, was Andy Spice's name as well. Not by me, by other people. And I straight away, I know Andy Spice's voice and I know Purple Heart's voice, and I'm pretty... Does Fick live in Preston? Does she? Because that's news to me. Different accent to Preston, yeah? For one. So for anybody to think, it's not your place to decide about that account. That's my child. That's my child behind that account. It's my child that they're using, my 12-year-old innocent child's eyes they were using. So I don't appreciate you coming on any live. One, trying to contradict what I'm saying or thinking, okay, for one. For two, trying to bully and intimidate people into what was it? You said I had to remove Victoria's post or I was to put up Purple Heart along with Victoria. Well, no, because I don't think it's Purple Heart. And if I, for an inkling, like had any little whatever, I would say I would question Purple Heart, and she knows that. Yeah, there's not, and everybody, do you know what I mean? Then you hit out last night with, what was it, Blue? What was it, Blue? What was it? You said, oh, I know, Shell's behind it. Shelley's behind the account of her daughter herself, yeah? And she's done it because she didn't want no more shit off the travellers, yeah? So one, thank you for confirming I was getting shit off the travellers because they try and deny that. So thank you, Blue, for that, yeah? For two, doesn't make sense what you're saying, bro, right? Because one, I accused them, hence why what happened. Whenever that child got used, my child got used against me, I accused Keisha and Sharon or Best Girl and Wee Mammy with Jess sharing it. Always said it. That was from the start, and everybody that knows me or likes me or dislikes me will tell you that's the way it went, yeah? So hence why I done what I done, because the thing is, yeah, when my child that I shared privately to Jessica Dawkins was used, that puts your head away. Do you know what I mean? See, whenever the child that you trusted somebody with and that gets shared, that makes you go, hold on a minute. So not once, but twice my daughter got shared to me, yeah? But you think it was me, Blue. So not once, but twice. And then the second time, that's whenever I went to public pages and I thought, if you're doing that to me, I'm going to do it back to you. I didn't do it, though. Nobody's child from me has been used publicly or to taunt or go at any parent. Yeah? Never has it happened. It's bollocks, okay? And I beg you to bring the receipts of me using your daughter against you or your whatever against you. I beg you to bring the receipts, because there is none. I've made no accounts using your kids, but you have of me, yeah? And Blue, you're trying to cover it. So, the thing is, you're saying it was me that done it, right? So as I say, I accused them. I went as far to grab their kids publicly because of what they done to my child. So your theory doesn't make any sense. So you're saying I'm trolling my own daughter, I'm trolling myself with my daughter, yeah? Because I didn't want no more shit. It doesn't make sense, Blue. It doesn't make fucking sense. So it doesn't. Because I accused them. I went at them harder when I thought they used my child against me. To Blue, you're talking shit, yeah? You fucking idiot. So anyway, let's talk about Blue, okay? So that's the shit she said last night, which was just bollocks. One, I ain't removed nothing because I believe in my heart and my soul, and I've never been wrong from the start. I knew, always said, look, it doesn't matter even who done it. The person, you wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for Jess sharing it. I screamed, I went on lives and I said, and everybody was like, oh no, but Jess wouldn't do that. I know Jess is bad, but Jess wouldn't do that. Even my own friends, like, and that's not me having a dig, but even my own friends had more faith in Jess to think she wouldn't have done it. But just in my heart and my soul, I knew, whether it's a mother's freaking intuition, I don't know, but I fucking knew. And the fact, you just don't do that, don't you? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, like for me, and not even, Jess has said publicly, she wants to taunt me again. What's that tell you? She's done it already. And the guilt, what it is with Wee Mammy and Best Girl, what their guilt is, and they've even said it, if you realise, they've known, they knew what Jess done. They knew exactly what Jess done. They knew exactly how my child was being used against me, yeah? And as they've said publicly they've said it, that even though my child was used, my innocent child, they're so bitter against me, Best Girl and Wee Mammy, they've publicly said that they wouldn't tell me nothing. I don't deserve any answers. What's that tell you? Do you know what I mean? Right? So anyway, Blue, let's talk about you, yeah? So Blue, let's go back. I told you last night, I'm like, you must forget that I know you. Yeah, I was there way at the start. And as a matter of fact, I was very more quieter back in them days. And the reason I ended up piping up and standing up was actually, and I don't get on with her, I don't particularly like her or anything else, but I've no reason to tell lies and right, was Andy's wife. yeah? Andy's wife was so hurt and annoyed and devastated by you, Blue, yeah? You bully, yeah? And I remember saying, do you know what? Come for me. I can take it. Come for me rather than freaking Andy's wife, because it was cruel, yeah? Absolutely cruel. And as I say, I owe her no loyalties, and we've had our ins and outs over whatever. But it's true. That's what you done. And you're on about last night, somebody asked the question, oh, when did everybody start doxing kids? And what was my answer, Blue, in the comments? Whenever Blue started doing it, yeah? When Blue started doing it and started trolling people, that's when it freaking started. Do you remember Andy's wife's nieces you doxed? And if you didn't dox them, Blue, you were heavily involved. Okay? Do you remember Andy's Balls Deep daughter being doxed? And again, if you didn't do it, Blue, you were heavily involved. Yeah? What about Jen's family? Yeah? Again, heavily involved. Do you know what I mean? What about even your best pal, Jessica Dawkins' mum and nan? Just ask Sharon Maud. It was you that deep dived it and got it. It was you that put it out and favourite it, because that's the night that me and you went to friggin' to hell and back, because I was sticking up for my so-called pal at the time, Jessica Dawkins, because you, out of her mum and her nan on that live on favourite it, Blue, didn't you? Huh? But you forget yourself. You forget yourself. Yeah? Blue. And just like last night, and just like yesterday, you're trying to go at Purple Heart through me. It's not happening. It's not happening, because I'll tell you something, you're not begetting to bully me. Not at all, yeah? Because what you do is you bully other women that you see vulnerable, you know, like when you know their personal circumstance. Do you know, Blue? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? When you use personal circumstance to go at women and mothers. Do you know what I mean, Blue? Do you know what I'm saying? Blue. It says more about you, love, than it does me. And the thing is, you should be friggin', you should be talking about yourself more often. Do your life on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Why not? You know, and I laugh at these people like you're trying to say about your granddaughter. Well, I've said it. I've owned it. But nobody, you're a weirdo. You're, even with me and my child, I've never once said anybody's done anything sexually. What I've said is, my child was shared without my consent, for one, and for two, it was a so-called friend. I trusted with her, and she shared her and got people to use her against me, or her herself used her against me, just out of spite. Pure spite. Just taunt me. Do you know what I mean? Right? So, then, shall we talk about Annie? Do you remember Annie? Like I told you last night, Blue. Remember, I know you. Remember, I've been here a wee while. Yeah. Annie, do you remember on a live one day, fully owning it all and taking responsibility for it and apologised and whatever. That's fine. Yeah, but as I say, I remember it. Now, Annie went on to people's Facebooks and deep dived. And yeah, this is not a pop at Annie in any shape or form. So sorry, Annie, if you're listening, but I just need to get this, your name, because it's the point of Blue. So Annie, as I say, took full responsibility, owned it, and apologised, which is between her and whoever, yeah, that it went across. So anyway, the fact is, Annie on that same live that day owned it, that she done it on behalf of Blue. Yeah. And she also owned, whenever she was deep diving Facebook pages, she just downloaded every picture like that was in like, you know what I mean, in the file, whatever, kids and all. So in Blue's chat, it was given, obviously, she downloaded all that into Blue's chat. Kids and all, babies, grannies, whoever, everything was downloaded into Blue's chat, yeah, to use against people. But Blue's little Miss Innocent, do you know what I mean? She's never done nothing like that. Yeah, fucking right. But the thing is, I just, you know, whenever, it's the same with, whenever Blue, you know, you pretended to be somebody else, like, you know, you pretended to be somebody else. And then whenever, like, people was going at other people because they thought, like Annie thought that you, that was your mum or whatever it was that you said was going to be shared. So Annie went and done a madness because you lied to her. Do you know what I'm saying? You're a liar. You are a liar. Never mind whenever whenever Keisha, or no, sorry, it's Keisha or whoever it is, and it always says, why did you say your husband was black? Like, why? Do you know what I mean? But your answer is because you were fleeing DV. Okay? So then that brings me also to, do you remember I messaged you the other day and asked you why you were telling Jess things? And you said you never. Well, who told me that? Jess told me. Jess told me that you and Koo rung her. And you clearly told Koo because then Koo told her, or whatever way it was working with it, you were all on the phone together. Do you know what I mean? Below. So, point of this fucking live is, don't be coming at people about X, Y, and Z whenever you are not fucking even half clean, never mind freaking squeaky clean. You can't talk about nobody. You cannot talk about anybody, boo. Nobody. You've done the worst. You've said the worst. And you're sat with Jessie. You're sat with Jessie. You're trying to make excuses over a child being used. Like, I don't get it. I genuinely don't get why you would try and make excuses for a child. And you're talking about Victoria. Let's go back to Victoria. Again, there's nothing on my page that she never shared herself publicly. I couldn't have got it if it wasn't public. Do you understand, Blue? And you're saying that I put X, Y, and Z up. Listen, your pal, Jessica Dawkins, Vic's pal, she said it. She's the one. She fucking, even last night you said, like, she even said herself, of course it sounds like Vic. And you're trying to put Purple Heart and Vic's boy, like, just doesn't, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Why are you even involved anyway? Why are you involved when it's got nothing to do with you? Blue. That's more to, like, I don't understand why you'd be trying to, like, why are you trying to deflect away from, you know, I don't get it. Then you've got Shaz, as I say, her, sitting wondering about, what was it? She kept saying, but I don't understand. Shell had something and shared or whatever. But I'll tell you the difference, Shaz, yeah? You're having your cup of tea this morning listening. The difference is my child got shared to Jess privately. Yeah? Privately. That photo of my child is on no social media at all. I've never posted it. So it was shared privately. See anything else in anybody else? Public. It's public. See if that photo that I'm talking about, the eyes, was public. I wouldn't even be on this live. I wouldn't even be talking about it because I couldn't do nothing about it. It's the same as the people that's using my photo from 10 years ago. She was 3 at the time. She's 13 now. She was 3 in the photo. She's in that photo as well. But I'm not saying anything about it because I take responsibility as a parent and an adult. I shared her publicly all them years ago, obviously. You'll not get a recent picture of her publicly, though. That's a fact. And that's the difference, Shaz. What did you not understand about that last night? Like, I kept explaining it to you. And you were like, am I stupid? Well, yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid, Shaz. You're really stupid. And you're an arse slick as well, just sitting, like, your tongue couldn't have got, your tongue was nearly coming out of Blue's freaking mouth. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing. And the thing is, you're all missing out here is the fact of it's to do with a child. Like, they're trying to cover and, you know what I mean, make a scene and do X, Y, and Z over a child. You know. Shazbat. Not Shaz. No. Shaz as a granddad's cousin. She's not Shazbat, it's the other one, Shazbat. I had to question that because I did, I'm sure I called her Shazbat at the time. But anyway. But yeah, no, I don't know why you would think you're going to tell me, what was it? You better take that down about Victoria, and if you don't take it down, well, you better put one up of Purple Heart as well. Fuck are you to tell me what to do, for one. And for two, I don't think it's Purple Heart. So why am I going to do that? Because you told me to. Make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. Seriously. And another thing, you've got Jessica Dawkins on a post yesterday she's posting, gone on about my child again. Gone on about even my baby daddy. Trying to imply that he's not my baby daddy. Do you know what I mean? But apparently, because again, Sinead told her that apparently. Apparently, I say apparently because I actually find it hard to believe Sinead would have said that because she knows my baby daddy's my baby daddy. Like, do you know what I mean? She knows that. But yeah, it's not Purple Heart's voice. It's not. It's not. And as I say, she's just on a hate campaign against Purple Heart. And I owe Purple Heart no loyalties whatsoever. Whatsoever. But I'm not going to say that it's not okay. I'm not doing that. I'm not just do you know what I mean? So I better hear it for the girl. That's not how I roll. And even in the last 6 months, whenever said women, best girl, wee mommy, had been going for me, and Tom and everybody was jumping on the bandwagon of that because of their dislike for me, I never stood up for what was right, which was I was right and they were ridiculous. They were just bullies. They're just bullies. And it's the same as to talk about doxing. I've not doxed nobody. I have not doxed no child publicly anywhere. I have not used a child on an account or anything like that. But they have. They have. And as I said as well, was it yesterday, I will apologise publicly, and I have done, to Keisha. And at this point, I do believe Jess actually set them all up. I do believe that actually at this point. Miss Jess, it's so stupid, my ass. Yeah? But I'll never apologise to wee mummy. Never will I apologise for best girl, because the fact is they knew, and how they look so guilty is because they've hidden what they've known for so long. And they openly said they would never give me any answers because, what the hell about your co-host? No, not co-hosting. Co-hosting, what the hell's that, girls? Help me. Oh my goodness. I don't even know who it is. No. What does that mean? Shan, Cadizzle, help me. Hello everybody, by the way, I've missed just coming in and whatever. Yeah. And Purple Heart is, I know, got upset last night as well. I didn't hear it because I'm not in Geraldine's, but we spoke. And that's not fair. Like, and again, you know, I know Blue is a mother, a grandmother now, but she's not got kids at home. And this is where, again, I'm only human, right? I'm human, believe it or not. And I am a mother first and foremost over anything. And I've always said this way back in MD days, way back. I always said, you know, I hate the horrible doxing and all, and the deep dive in, because it's got a ripple effect. It's a ripple effect onto a family, like the kids, the husband, whatever. And it's not fair. It's not fair. You know, what kid deserves to see their mother upset because of what they're being bullied online or they're being intimidated and stuff? It's not fair. It's not fair. And as I say, I'm no angel, but I don't intimidate or bully for nothing. If I've come at you, it's because you've done something or you've said something or whatever, and I'm coming. What you see and hear is what you get with me. Do you know what I mean? There's no airs or graces. There's no false narrative. Well, unless you've used my daughter, and I'll sit beside you and smile at you and pretend I'm your friend, like I did to Jessica Dawkins. Yeah, I'll dance with the devil to get answers regarding my child. But other than that, what you see, do you know what I mean? What you hear is what you get. But reason Purple Heart to sit their narrative. They're just trying to deflect away from Jess sharing the child. And the bit that, and again, right, that's the bit I actually don't understand, because the proof's on my page. The proof is on my page of Jess sharing the picture. Both pictures too. One, the original picture, and the other picture that was used for the actual account, which is scored out with the red. Do you know what I mean? And again, for Blue, freaking horrible woman, man. I swear to God. For her to say that last night, my friends that was closest to me at the time, and even the ones I don't speak to now, felt how I felt whenever that was used against me. So to say that I done that to myself, you're ridiculous. And even Tom, actually, I bet even Tom would say I would never use my daughter. Never. They all know. The people, even though I don't agree or speak to them anymore, they know I've never posted my child publicly. A few people from MDs back in the day was on my private TikTok. I never shared my child anywhere other than in my private TikTok. Nobody, and that particular picture was never shared anywhere. Hey, Crystal, long time no see. I haven't seen you in a long time. So I haven't. Do you know what? I didn't hear it all because I was out and I only come back in, Homer, and then I caught a bit of it, and I heard she was going on, and then it was whenever she said about it was me that made the account off for or off my own daughter, and I went in then at that point because I thought I don't think so, but she's just trying to rage bait me. I know she is, just wanting, and that's what I said to her. You're not getting no reaction out of me tonight, love. Do you know what I mean? You'll react quicker than I'll react, and she did. She was spitting galore. Jesus Christ, I don't know. It's like a shower, I'm sure, in her phone. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. And the big voice, like, you? Like, who do you think you are? You sound like an absolute trollop from the East End somewhere, or the West End, East End, wherever the hell frickin' end. You sound like something I'd find up an alleyway. Do you know what I mean? It's horrible. Absolutely disgusting. You? I just can't. I actually can't. Do you know what I mean? If anybody else wants to add anything or come join me. I can't believe I've actually got a gingerbread. Hey, Fick. Honest to God, though. I just, I know. And I mean, and the thing is, right, and I openly said this recently as well on Jess's live too, Blue, and I meant it, like I wasn't lying. I feel personally I come full circle with Blue, like I've been there, Jesus Christ. And this is the thing, we've spoke about our grandchild. I've apologised, we've had numerous discussions and been in numerous lives. She's been absolutely fine with me recently. And then all of a sudden, what? Because Jess is upset. What are you covering, Blue? What are you covering? That's what I need to know. Do you know what I mean? It's, what are you covering for Jess? Like, why? Doesn't make sense to me because you don't like her. Deep down, sure, let's have it right. Do you know what I mean? I could even go to Scotland to see my freaking unwell freaking brother-in-law, and you and Jess, sure, you had Jess freaking up to how-do. Yous were falling out and going mad over charities and all sorts. And now your bestie trying to cover freaking for. I don't get it. Well, I don't get it. Don't get it at all. So doesn't make sense to me. Yes, Nanny F. I'll be thinking of you today. So I will. Yeah, she's going to do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Who is Dusty Broadcast Bitch? I thought it was actually Dusty. Who is it? Aye, that's right as well. She was looking for Chris. That's right. I heard that bit about Chris. Then I went away, and when I come back, she was on about me, and I've never, do you know what I mean? And the way she speaks, this is the thing, right? And this is what's actually bothered me. And it tells you something because, and again, Purple Heart, agree or disagree here, well, I know you're going to agree. Me and Purple Heart aren't friends, besties, nothing like that. There's no loyalty, right? If anything, we've gone at one another over whatever. But I can't, in my head, think it's okay for somebody like Blue or anybody to say, like, Purple Heart, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna do that. Like, really? And that tells me, though, is because, and obviously I do know the past between said fucking individuals and whatever, I get it. But for me, then, that tells me do you know what I mean? She's purposely, because she knows how her voice is going to affect Purple Heart. So she's purposely doing that. And that's, in my world, not okay. That's the thing. I've always, don't get me wrong, as I say, I'm not perfect, and I will stand up for myself and anybody around me that I feel needs stood up for. And I do have a 13-year-old daughter, as everybody knows now in a way. I do have a 13-year-old daughter, and as I've always taught her, she won't bully, but she won't be bullied either. Do you understand? Like, and that's the thing. It's like, I've taught her her own worth, and I've taught her how she's meant to treat people, but also how people are meant to treat her too. So if a friend's not treating her right, she recognises it instantly because she's been taught, So, what? Come up, Homer. Shots my best pal and she thinks I'm going to say, yeah, exactly. She's no chance. She's absolutely no chance. And Sharon has more balls than Blue. Sharon, do you know what? It's a shame because it's just a shame because actually I get along with Sharon, and I never thought I'd say that in a million years. And some of her points can be correct, but she just can't see by Jess. Like, I'm sorry, and you just, right's right and wrong's wrong, and it's right there in front of you, and you still don't believe it. You still don't believe Jess done X, Y, and Z when it's right there in front of you, Yeah, Cadizzle, and that's the thing, and that's the thing, obviously. And I know, Blue's just, like, bullied and intimidated people around her to do certain things and use their circumstance, it's not fair, that's not okay. It's not okay. No matter who or what. Like, it's not. You don't do that. You don't do it. And demanding people in and demanding people to take posts down. Like, seriously, I don't get it. Thank you, crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely just don't get why, that's it me now saying, right, whoever get in here now, I can say it. But, I mean, I wouldn't keep going on and on and on because, I mean, I sound stupid. Let's have it right. Just baffles me. Baffles me completely and utterly, especially with the track record that she's got of doxing people, using things against people. Blue's been out at time and time and time and time again. And yet she sits and tries to, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I just don't. Beefy, hello there, Shaz. Do you want to listen in now a little bit more if you haven't already heard? So you understand, Beefy. If it's you, tell your woman, I'm saying this, yeah? So she was a bit confused last night, or Shaz was, wasn't she? She didn't understand the difference between Jess sharing a privately shared picture that was trusted and shared to her privately, yeah? And then somebody sharing a public photograph that's on a public page. Shaz couldn't understand that, Beefy. She was a bit confused last night. So do you want to explain to her? Do you maybe want to write it down for her and explain the difference? When something's public, it's public. When something's shared privately, it's private. Yeah? I think that makes sense. Or is anybody else confused? Like our Shaz last night? Weirdo. Freaking like arse, that's what you are. Honest to goodness. Right, how long have I been on this for? Does anybody know? So what is everybody's plans on this hump day? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Isn't it Wednesday? It is. I've got a few things I need to do actually, so excuse me. Crazy. You need to come up and say that or I'm not repeating it. Funny. Funny. Hey! Yay! I've got company. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Nice to have you up here.
Hi, Shelbelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm wonderful this week. I've been called all sorts for absolutely everything for sitting, doing fuck
Just for
all.
sitting.
Well,
It's
no, seriously,
ridiculous.
well, do you know what, Shelbelle, right? See if people want to sit there and call me names on their live, hiding behind a diamond art picture of themselves. Right? I'm going to tell you something right now. That woman I'd never have been involved with that woman
No.
if she did not come from my best friend.
Yep.
She came from my friend using her child's school uniform. That's how
right.
she came from my
That's
friend.
right.
She doxed her. She doxed her for no reason. Sorry, I've got
That's right. That's right, actually. Good woman for getting that point across, because you did.
Doxed her for no reason.
Used her child sitting down in her child's uniform, didn't you, Blue?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She's the absolute pred. And I'll tell you something else, right? Gotta tell you something else. I sat in a group. She's getting no idea what I went through. Right? She's never came and asked me. Shelbelle, I called this woman Hayley Comet. Oh, that was my crime.
Yeah.
I called her Hayley Comet. Right? So I'm going to tell you something right now. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say it with chest, like best girl in ASD and all that. I'm going to say it with chest. Blue, call me a name one more time. One more. Go for me. And I'll come for you. But I'll tell you something, Blue. You better, and I mean you better, believe that I have already started. Because I'll tell you, see if you think I sat in the background and I was doing nothing while you used my pal's son to come for her. I'm telling you, don't think for 1 minute I'm going to sit back and let you away with that.
No.
So I'm going to tell you right now, Blue, I'm leaving the ball in your court. One more word about me. One more. And I will go for everything. I will deep dive you so hard you won't know what hit you. And believe me, I've already started. See, if you think calling Hayley Comet was bad, I'm telling you, Blue, you'll get nothing in me. Nothing. I'll give you my address. I'll give you my name. Come for me. Show it up to my door. But you better come. If I give you my address, Blue, you better show up.
She ain't going
I'm
nowhere.
tired. I'm tired there, Shell Bell, sat on there, running her mouth about things that happened 2 years ago, Shell.
I know.
2 years.
Listen, she's full of shit. She ain't going nowhere, I can assure you.
She's
She ain't
an
going nowhere. All
absolute
she can do
joke.
is run her mouth. And even at that, she can't even do that. She's that much of a huffer puffer. She can't do nothing. She won't do
She's a
nothing.
joke.
Honestly.
I will tell her about herself, and I'm telling you right now, Blue, I'm going to say one word. Listen to me carefully, Blue, and think about what comes out of your mouth next, Blue. I'm going to say the word Jane. Hi, beautiful. Blue, I'm going to say the word Jane, spelt with a Y. And I'll tell you something. I'm going to give you a first letter and all. D. Jane D. Come for me!
Oh, mic drop. How are you, Donna?
Morning, Mrs. I'm getting ready to go out. I just want to pop up. Right, see this with Blue. I'm going to be honest. I'm getting sick of it, right? Because see, a way back, we all know a certain person was vile, right? But see, when you follow people and you believe this information you're getting given, so you're just following along. I have actually never done anything at the time when Blue tried to say a certain person went for Hayley Comet.
Yeah.
All I done was be his mod.
Yeah.
Right? They all came into a live one night and there was people attacking folk for their disabilities.
Right.
I stood up for the people in the live and defended them because I had people private messaging me, which I still have the messages.
Yeah.
Not Hattie saying, I need to leave, I can't deal with this, I need to come off. So I went back at the people saying, is this what you do? Do you go for people's disabilities? Because I went so that they would come after me to take it away from them.
Yeah.
After that, my town got doxed. My house had been on a red alert with the police. Now, if Blue is a DV survivor, putting out that kind of information, if she's under any form of protection, anybody who has protection will know you're actually against your protection for putting another person at risk.
Exactly. I'm just going to mute 2 seconds because I'm going to boil this kettle.
I'm going to tell you something else. Because I don't give a flying fucking banana today. I swear to God, Donna, I'm on one.
Go for it and use it.
No. She wants to shut her fucking mouth. Because I'm going to tell you something. I've got chats that would put that woman fucking down. I've got chat logs, Blue. I've got your Instagram messages, Blue. I've got them.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, I know what you did to a woman who was going through DV. And Crazy, I've seen Crazy. Oh yeah, Blue. I've got the pictures, I've got the proof. Right? But Crazy, just seen Crazy in the chat. I just want you to know, Crazy, just so everybody out there knows that I'm not lying. Crazy, it was Blue that doxed your number to Chili P.
Oh.
I've got the message. She put the number in a chat and she said, Merry Christmas. Blue, call me a name one more time, and I'm changing my profile picture and I'm going to look like Jane for a week.
But can I just say something as well, right? Blue's obsessed with this whole people looking into. I did look into who Blue was, right? Because I wanted to go to the police.
Same as that video. We all wanted to know what Blue looked like. Not her granddaughter. She's weird saying that.
The thing is here, Shell. Do you want to know how far I went? I looked up her old Comic Cafe stuff. That's how deep it went. But yet she wants to keep dragging me, calling me all these names, but she sat in the company of people who sat outside folks' houses looking for her. But that's all right. But heaven forbid I look up her old Comic Cafe chat.
Crazy, I'll find a way to get that screenshot to you.
I can send it.
It blows my mind. That's what I'm saying. It blows my mind. She sat with Jessica freaking Dawkins trying to steer away from something to do with kids. Like, you know, and if she was so concerned and if she had genuine feelings or reasons to think that about Purple Heart, she would have contacted me privately. She has got my number. Do you know what I mean? She's in contact with me. So there's no excuse for it. That's why I know it's done. It's badness. It's not out of concern. It's pure badness and spite.
I'm not being funny.
She's sitting pulling folk up. She said, apparently she sat and said, I'm the biggest troll in the app. I'm not a troll. All I've done is actually told the truth. I'm probably one of the few folk on the app who's actually spoke out and gave the truth. Just because people don't like it, don't sit and try and paint me out as if I'm a troll or whatever.
Exactly.
It's just you don't like what you're hearing because you know it's true.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, that woman done that to me because I defended people. Nothing else other than that. She had no reason. I've never really actually watched Hayley Comet. Never been in her life.
I call her Hayley Fomet. Like, she's on about yesterday me saying, oh, about trolling. Say, like, you know, don't say I said X, Y, or never. You can get your clip up again. Because, yeah, we all did used to go in and write comments, but we weren't trolling her, heavy trolling her. The most, I was the one that named her Hayley Fomet.
See, the thing is as well, though, Shel, she keeps saying, oh, show me the evidence. So you want me to put my information up to show that you put my information out. And it's done. I've got the messages. Proof it was done. But what she also forgets, I've also got the recording of when she was sat like a flaming raving lunatic, waving bladed objects about, admitting to doing it.
Yeah.
How good a look is that if I put that in at the police? So see the next time to send the police to me for naff, I'll put it all in and I'll put everything in about her. And I mean everything.
Yep. See, that's the bit, and that's where I'm a bit baffled by her behaviour and trying to call people out. Like, do you know who you trying to call people out and telling me I better remove a poster, I better put nah, doesn't work like that.
See,
You haven't friendly veiled digs at me for weeks.
You want to put my stuff up? You got it in there. You make sure you walk up at my door. Anybody wants to put any of my personal information out where I've got my children, you come, you chat my door, and I'll take it down the street with you. So Steve, you think you're big and you're going to intimidate me by putting my stuff out? You're not. I'm going to call your bluff and I'm going to call you right out.
Aye, see, that's the thing, and that is the big thing. You're not going to intimidate us, and like she's never intimidated me, but she's not. You know what I mean? She's not getting to intimidate women the way she has been doing, and that's what I say. I owe no loyalty whatsoever to Purple Heart, but I'm not going to have Blue use me to intimidate Purple Heart. It's not happening.
No, and the thing is, this woman keeps sitting and running these things and saying, oh, they've done this, they've done that. She's forgetting the fact. Right, I'm going to give you a bit of information, Blue. See, doxing. Doxing isn't just putting out someone's address. Doxing is putting out information on people, i.e. the front door does count as doxing. It's what you do behind that and the reason as to why you have done it that makes it illegal.
Yep.
By you putting that up to cause fear and harassment is illegal.
Yep.
By you putting my area out to try and intimidate me is illegal.
Donna, just to check, because I've actually got some screenshots, so just to check, so putting someone who's under a red alert, for example, and putting their face on a Facebook group in the local area, would that be?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, okay, that's perfect. Just checking, Blue, just checking.
Yep.
Just on a Facebook group in the local area, would that be?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, okay, that's perfect. Just checking, Blue, just checking.
Yep.
Just check yourself, because I'm getting sick of this woman sitting there trying to paint a picture of me, because I tried to find out who the woman was, because I wanted to report her, because I think she was a danger to people on an app. I don't regret that, and I will never regret it.
I'm here.
At
She
the
does
end
all
of
the
the
stuff, yes.
day, if she wants to keep sitting and making herself out as if she's something that she's not, that's on her. But the only person who's sitting as a danger, a troll, and any kind of threat to anybody is her.
I just don't understand why she sat though with Jessica Dawkins when she done the most to Jess. Like she'd outed her mum, her nan, everything on a live, like obviously, but she outed them. She said and done the worst side, but yet she's trying to stick by Jess when the proof is on my wall where Jess shared my daughter. Like there's no denying that. There's no getting away from that. So Blue, are you supporting that?
No, but that's the problem with this app. It's all selectiveness. I always say, like, everybody on this app has made mistakes, right? And I don't feel as if you kind of learn about this app until you're actually on it and living through it, kind of thing. And then you realise, actually, I've been maybe naive, or I shouldn't have done this. You let it kind of maybe take over you a little.
Yeah.
I always believe you can, if you apologise, you correct your behaviour, you move forward. But see someone still sitting doing the same thing, sitting putting their threats out, intimidating people, that is not someone who's trying to move forward.
No.
That's just being the same person that you were 2 years ago.
And that's what I was saying. I did say the other day, like I felt I'd come full circle with Blue, like I'd seen the good, the bad and ugly, and there is a human below the troll. But
Careful, baby.
last night, as I say, she's trying to, don't come at me, especially over my daughter, man. Don't do that. That's never going to work out for you. Never, ever, ever going to work out. Never.
I have sat, I've been silent. I've tried to just go out and do my own thing. I've no came at her, I've no thingied. But she keeps on poking at me. That's how I'm just like, do you know what? No, enough's enough. I've not came out yet and actually told the full events of things of what have went on, which I will at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly not going to sit back and allow someone who can't prize herself out a chair to sit and be making it out as if she's going to scare people, threaten. I mean, we're
There's nothing.
Aye, like, do you know what I mean? Let's stop it.
I've said nothing to that. When have you ever seen me in a box?
No,
Genuinely.
no, I've never, really, never.
Like, over the last, like, year, I've probably been in a box about how many times? Like 3, Donna? Maximum. 3 times. And see, all of those 3 times, not one time have I mentioned that woman. Not once. But she still mentions me.
This is what I'm saying. It's nearly like she's using my child situation, that account with Jess to go at people and intimidate them. I don't think so. It's not happening.
She sits on her live and she says to people, that was in the past. I forgot about the past.
No,
it was nearly 2 years
lucky
ago.
her.
The
Lucky
group
her.
was nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else. I wasn't the only group. We weren't the only group, Shell.
No.
We weren't the only group.
No.
We're the only
You're
group
right.
she had the chat log for because she got it off Dignity, who's now hiding behind the Soap and Glory page. Yeah, I went there. I don't care. I went there.
I love you, Homer.
Right, so now she's sitting there behind the Soap and Glory page, and she's putting out things, and like so I've done fuck all for a year, Shell. Nothing. I've sat in this app. I've been absolutely to hell and back, and I haven't spoken about my story either. I will when I'm ready. Right, and when things have all been settled and finished with, I will. But I'm telling you,
as you know, I already have, and I will support you all day long.
Exactly, but I'm telling you something. See, if she thinks that I'm going to sit there while she goes at it night after night going, Mrs. Homer Simpson's a bitch. I'm what? I'm what?
Bitch.
You want to call me a bitch? I'll be a bitch. I'll be the biggest bitch you've ever seen.
Exactly that.
But I'll be a bit. I don't care. Do you know what? I know there's like tensions and stuff, but like I'm going to take the best girl approach. If she mentions me one more time, I'm telling her right here, right now, with chest, I will deep dive her.
Yeah.
I'll deep dive her into oblivion if she wants to go there. Because I'm not playing. I've had enough.
Same, nor am I. I've nothing to lose. Like, oh, can I just say as well, I have 2 things to say actually before I go here. It's 10:30. 2 things. One, while I'm up here with the 2 fine Scottish women, ball bag. Ball bag. I'm on to you, ball bag. See how I can say it really well as well because I'm a Scottish man. But anyway, ball bag. Right? We'll leave that there. the next bit I want to say, and then I am ending. Tara, whatever the hell you call her, it's sitting with Jess. I've given her days now, opportunity. 3 days, I think. I've messaged her. I've said publicly. I don't understand why she sat with Jess, knowing that she shared a child, not only a 12-year-old, but a 4-month-old in her arms. So, Tara, I'm just giving you the heads up, love. If you're still sat with Jess today, I am going to publicly out the messages I've warned you about her and the proof I've sent you. So, good luck with that. Because at this point, you're an enabler of a PDF. Make it make sense, considering you're meant to be a hunter. But I don't believe that. But anyway, listen, girls, thank you for joining me in the boxes, and everybody that's come in, thank you.
Thanks for
I believe
having
so,
me.
Nick. Apparently she's stressed. Yeah, thank you very much for the gifts, the likes, everything, and yeah, thank you. And appreciate you two so much coming in the boxes with me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mrs.
Right, speak later. Catch up with you all later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.